What's going on, Motivators? Today, I'm going to share with you the 5 steps you need to know in order to use your VA loan. But make sure you stay tuned to the last step because that's going to be the real secret to tying this all together. All right, so let's start off with the first step. The first thing you need to do, first and foremost, is get your Certificate of Eligibility. It's also known as your COE. Now, what is your Certificate of Eligibility? That's basically the document which says that you are VA eligible, meaning you can get a VA home loan and you can use your VA home loan. It doesn't tell you how much you can qualify for, but it lets the lender know that you are VA eligible. Now, this can be done really easily online. You can go online yourself to the VA portal and you can order it, or you can get with someone like myself, a veteran mortgage advisor, who can order it for you. It's a really easy process, and usually it can be pulled automatically, and it can really be pulled in like 30 seconds. So make sure if you're having any trouble, you get with me because I'll take a look and see if I can pull it for you. Now, the second step you're going to need to do is finding yourself a loan officer who knows VA loans. This one, I cannot overstate how important it is to find yourself a loan officer who knows what they're talking about. Now, just like in the military, how we have MOSs, right? You have to have a loan officer who specializes in VA because you wouldn't send up, let's just use Marines because I'm a Marine, right? Raw. You wouldn't send a food service Marine to go and do, an anti-tank missile assault, would you? And you wouldn't send maybe just your basic grunt to go and, become an engineer or do a combat engineer's job, right? So it's the same concept here. You don't just want a loan officer, you want a VA loan officer. And more importantly, if you can, go for a veteran mortgage advisor. So that's step number 2. I cannot overstate that. Once you get your COE, you're going to want to take that COE to a lender who specializes in VA. Now, once you find that lender who specializes in VA, you're going to want to go out and submit an application. So what is this? Basically, you're filling in all your personal data, who you are, where you live, how long you've lived there, your date of birth, your social security number. You're going to put in where you worked for the last 2 years, where you've lived for the last 2 years, all of this information, and that's going to be your mortgage application. Now, that mortgage application is going to tell that lender everything that they need to know in order to pre-qualify you. They're going to work and get you a pre-approval based off of that. Once they get this fourth step, which is where you have to provide the documents they request. Now, that mortgage application, it doesn't mean anything if they can't have the verification to back it up via the documents they request. So these documents are going to be really simple. They're going to be requesting things like your bank statements for assets. They're going to be requesting things like your LES or your pay stubs for your income. They're going to request your W-2s and some tax returns for your income as well. If you have a TSP account, guess what? They're going to request those assets. A retirement account, they'll request that as well. Now, your credit, they're going to take a look at that, and that's what we call the 3-legged bar stool of assets, credit, and income, and that's what they use to get you a pre-approval. Now that we've got that pre-approval, here's where the thing ties everything in. This is what I said to wait for to the very last minute. That pre-approval now is your golden ticket to going out and looking for a home. And now you need to find an agent to take you out to look for houses, but not just any agent. You're going to want to make sure that you go with an agent who has handled VA loans before. Just where I said before, it was important for you to get a VA loan officer. Now you want to get a realtor who also has handled VA transactions before, who's worked with veterans or service members just like yourself and I. So that's where I come in as well. I have a plethora of agents I can refer you to anywhere around the country, nationwide, from New York to Cali to Texas to Florida to wherever, Oklahoma and the Dakotas in between. I can help you find a realtor who will service your needs because I can go in and I have an affiliate locator tool that allows me to find realtors who are more akin to working with VA transactions. Now, you know me, I can work across the country. I can help you out with all 5 of these things if you just make sure that you contact me. Now, I always say like, comment, and subscribe to my page, but if you found this information helpful and you'd like to proceed with going through the transaction in steps 1 through 5, just give me a shout. Look up my contact information. It's in my profile, and I'll be making sure that I help you out. Anyways, as always, like, comment, and subscribe to this page, and I hope you guys found some motivated information that can be useful for you today.